Those halacha may even be expressed in the beginning of Parshas Tazria. Some of the details that appear in this week's parsha may actually be based, so to speak, on that reality. It's 40 days for Yetziras Avlad, and then of course we know that it's 40 days of Kabbalas Torah. And Moshe Rabbeinu went up to Har Sinai for 40 days. Then there was a little bit of a second plan, another 40. But basically, the unit of 40 days is critical in terms of Kabbalas Torah. Something, of course, which is relevant to us all the time, but how much more so during the days of Sefira. And the question is this just coincidental that happens to be the number 40 here, the number 40 here, or is there some kind of a deeper message here? Chazal tell us a very startling statement about the relationship between a parent and a child, and a Rebbe and a Talmud. Chazal tell us that if a person teaches Torah to somebody else's child, it's as if they literally gave birth to that child. Why is that? Because the real relationship between a parent and a child, a grandparent and a grandchild, is not only a physical relationship, but it's a relationship of Torah, it's a relationship of Masorah, of transmitting traditions from Har Sinai, from generation to next. And as such, one can have physical children, and one can have spiritual children. In a certain real sense of the word. It's therefore not surprising that the amount of time that it takes for a physical child to be formed in this world, Yetziras Avlad, corresponds precisely to the 40 days of Kabbalas Torah. Because ultimately it's really an act of creation. Kabbalas Torah is an act of creation, Yetziras Avlad is an act of creation. The number 40 is symbolic of creation. The number 40 is symbolic of Kabbalas Torah. I'm going to take the liberty of drush to borrow a phrase that doesn't exactly have a very positive connotation, but for tonight's drush would be good enough. Yom Lashana, Yom Lashana. Those are around from Parsha Shlach from the Meraglim. So we'll borrow the 40 days and turn it into 40 years. 40 years is a milestone. 40 years is something to sit back, take a step back, and to realize that we've reached a certain point of creation. Baruch Hashem, creation in a physical sense, of having a wonderful family, and Eshes Chayil, children. I was about to say Banu Vnei Bonai, not yet, maybe the next party can be invited to. But wonderful to create a family, one's greatest treasure in this world. But it's also not just a physical family, it's a spiritual family. How many spiritual Talmidim does Steve, what do you call you, Simcha, Baal Yom Huledes, I don't know what you call him. You begin to sense how many Malamed Ben Torah, Ben Chaver Torah Kili Yolado. I'm just going to tell one very, very quick story, and then I've told this close about Myriv. One very, very quick story. Me and Steve, we always swap stories about each other. Usually when he introduces me, it's Semencius wife, and he tells the same story over again. It's the same boring story about the girl from Kansas City. I know. The girl is already married, she's a grandmother already, but somehow it's the story that encapsulates Semencius wife for some strange reason. So I tend to tell over the same story about Steve as well. So I'm going to share. Some of you may have heard it, some of you may not have heard it. Share it really, really quick. It really tells you everything about what it means to be Kol HaMelamed is Ben Chaver Torah Kili Yolado. There you go. Listen, we've been doing this repertoire already for I had this, approximately 40 plus. I had this course, we had this course together with Rabbi Burg's, Burg Senior, people call that, Rabbi Burg.
As long as you didn't say old.
Not old. We had this course, listen, you could run around Poland with us at that rate. We had this course to spend a couple of days together with a group of Talmidim from Germany, from the Yeshiva in Berlin, running around Poland. And one of what was really an unbelievable highlight, so to speak, you can use that term in a certain sense, in such a trip, was when we got to Warsaw, and I was asked to give a shiur in the shul in Warsaw. There were actually two shiurim that were given that night. One was given in Polish, and one was given by myself in English. I had a tremendous opportunity to sometimes feel like, I guess, like many Balabata may have that feeling more often, hopefully not in our shul. I sat through a shiur, not understanding one word. Rabbi spoke in Polish for 45 minutes, not a word. So we have to put you into the other seat. But then it was my turn to get up and get a shiur. And Steve comes up and he says, I have to apologize, I have to take care of some business. I won't be able to attend the shiur. I think to myself, business. It's 9:30 at night. It was Poland and Warsaw. What could he possibly? If you would have told me going to find the Haagen-Dazs ice cream, after bird, I would have been covered. What could you possibly be doing in Poland and Warsaw at 9:30 at night? Comes back to me 45 minutes and I said, "We got him." I said, "What'd you get? What'd you get?" He said, "There was one Jewish kid in Warsaw who there was a shaila, a sofek. Maybe we can get him to come on an NCSY summer program." So I had a meeting with him. So we got him. Wow. Does that tell you something? I think that speaks worlds about Steve. Baruch Hashem, Steve, you together with Rachel, who is literally your Eishes Chayil in the full sense of the word, who supports you, who encourages you on your life mission, your life dream, together with your family, your children, and your parents, and Rachel's wonderful parents, and the entire extended family and community, and really your family and community is ultimately Klal Yisrael. You should continue Mechayil L'Chayil. We hope and pray we should all be healthy to celebrate. You know, you go in groups of 40, so that means the next major party we got at 80, Mitzvah Hashem at 120, so we should all be Zoicha. Some of us, hopefully we'll all be Zoicha. I don't even want to begin to do the math that where that puts some of us older than 40. We should be Zoicha many, many happy years.
Amen. We've got Marv in the front if anyone wants, and there's a couple.